Hi everybody, this is the comic book guy, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion. Your host, and welcome back to the comic book hut. And hope you like this video and hit that subscribe button. I haven't done a video in a long time. This is like my fourth take of this video and of this topic. It's been 10 years. 10 years that Search of Hannibal is in production. No new pages, no new nothing. And really no updates, no official updates in 3 years, folks. 3 years. I sound like Rita Richardo now with this cough. 3 years. These clowns have not put out any kind of update in 3 years. And whenever they write to anybody on here, it's through the comment section, because you don't get a notification when one of these clowns, leave a comment. Now this is on Kickstarter. This launched 10 years ago, and they've not produced anything. And like I said, they had a company, or at least the artist had a company and went out of business. Lindybeige channel's still out there. He's still making weird videos about the past. Now this is a book about Hannibal, who was a historical figure of the Roman period. And his sort of travels with the elephants and the mountains and all this other nonsense, all this monkey crap. And this book will be longer than the actual war that this moment in time is that he was involved with. So the Punic War, I guess, was 18 years, which is what this is about, the Punic War. And unfortunately, this has been 10 years, so this is going to match the time. I think this book, well, first of all, the book's never coming out. I mean, I've talked about this for years. For years. I started talking about this book when I started doing videos really expanding on the complaining, the critiquing, the talking of these campaigns being late, I started talking about, and people were sending me suggestions. This is how I found about Stealing Solo. Nobody told me about that other than subscribers and people watching the videos. You gotta see this Stealing Solo nonsense. Remember that guy? Remember the world-class bullshit artist? You know? Jeff Hicks and his wonderful girlfriend Jessie, my girl Jessie. I'll rule the day. Our paths crossed. I'll rule the day. This is just for you old timers out there, remembering those times. But someone had told me about this campaign on Kickstarter, in Search of Hannibal. This was at the end of 2019, so already the book was 2 years late. This is how long I've been doing this stuff. That book was 2 years late, folks. And I put the iron to this guy's ass pretty good. He jumped pretty high. And a lot of his supporters, or this is the only time, folks. This is the only time on Facebook anybody sent me a nasty picture or a nasty comment was because of this guy. I don't know if he did this, or if somebody was a supporter of his, or was the artist that sent a nasty picture to me. But that was many years ago. But that's the only time, that's how this was. And people come in here and defend this nonsense. There are even comments in here defending it 10 years later. And now we have this book. It's all gone. All the money's gone. All the money. That's pretty obvious. All gone. The money's all gone. That money it's probably all been spent. See how much money this book made. And I know it's not American dollars. It's not the dollar. I think it's over $100,000. It's been so long I didn't convert it. But that's a lot of money. It's euros. So it's a lot of money. But the more important thing is the 3,325 backers. How many of them are still alive? I would say at least 5 or 10 of them. That should be the more interesting number, is how many backers have died. I hate to be so morbid, but a lot happens in 10 years. People pass away. People get hit by cars. They don't come back. They just disappear. Like money disappears, like with this campaign. You know what I'm saying? And what's great, folks, is that he's still taking money. Lindybeige, he's still taking money. Now, we'll skip to this nonsense. It doesn't matter what they're offering. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit. And, of course, like I said, there's no updates for us to talk about. But the fun part is always, folks, is always the wonderful comments. The wonderful comments that we get to read off of the campaigns. That's the best part. I don't know about you. That's my favorite part. Those are always my favorite parts to read is the comments. Because the comments, you get to read some people that are mad, some people that are retarded, some people are just completely, totally stupid. That's the best part, you know. And the longer the campaign goes, the stupider the comments get. Just in terms of people defending this. That's the wonderful part. Let me read you a couple of things. Can we get an update? Okay. That's the first comment. That's an obvious one. Oh, here's another one. From Dave. 10 years on, I'd still like a refund. Really? You think you're going to get a refund, David? You ain't getting jack shit. You ain't getting nothing. Nothing, folks. Absolutely, positively nothing. This went beyond a joke long ago. It's not logged into Kickstarter in 3 years, and the company's long dissolved. What the F is going on, and how is he still just faffing about on YouTube with seemingly no sign of this ever being done, and not just putting out book one or something at the very least, then sell the rest of this stupid effing story to the gullible wankers who continue to support him, and at least this bowl can close and we can say something's been delivered. At this point, the wanker just keeps expanding the scope, seemingly in hopes of milking us for more money without ever actually delivering. We should have figured that out about 8 years ago. Dave. Derek Chan Cam Wing. Unfortunately, that how he got to all of us with his endless rumblings, and we thought he sounded reliable. He's like a Hugh Grant type of fool. The way he was talking to people in these videos. He acts like he doesn't know what's going on. He's always going, I'm going to talk like this. You know, when you talk like that, you sound like an idiot. But in reality, he's a very smart guy. You don't have that many subscribers and not be stupid. Now we know how foolish we all have been, naively believing he would deliver. This is nothing more than a side project for him and a revenue source, while for us, this is where we get parted with our gold forever. Take this as a lesson to not trust charlatans. Jason Middleton, he got his money for his custom-made suit of armor, and in the end, that's all that really matters, right? That's absolutely right. So you can get all these wonderful costumes, sit in a tank from 1920, get some custom-made tank from World War I that he had made recently, and it's all accurate, historically accurate. That's what he's trying to do. And so he can ride in it. Like he's fucking Michael Dukakis at this point. That's an old reference too, by the way. That's what ruined his time as candidate for president. Age Content says, I literally only keep the Kickstarter app on my phone so I can check these comments feed every few years. Tom, guess what? They are still working on this. Is the fool. You always got a foolish comment. They're still working on this. We're going to get it. Chris is in Germany working on it, and Lindybeige, you know his name, is posting. He just spoke with him. This was a month ago. From Mir, bro, no update here. Ibrahim, 10 years for a silly historic comic book. F my life. From Alex, this is taking almost as long as the Second Punic War itself. So I still got 6 more years before I give up. You got 8 more years. 8 more years, buddy. That was an 18-year war, from what I read on Google a little while ago. From Gregory, impressed about this project, but not in a good way. From Jason again. Every year or two, I have an oh yeah moment and remember this project is a thing. An all dependable letdown. From Peter, happy 10-year anniversary, guys. This was 2 months ago. From Guy, you got any more of those updates? From Jan, a couple weeks away from the 10-year anniversary. This is nuts. You think so, Jan? Really, Jan? Really? From Ruben, are we going to have a party when it is 10 years late? Nobody will show up. They'll get there late. He'll get there late. Alex, maybe an update once a year would be nice. You haven't got one in 3 years, you dummy. Johnny, this man is a thief. You think so? Now you figure this out? Con, Mac, and this isn't even in the top 100 of how I wasted my money over the years. But certainly one of the most annoying ones. Yep. From Kai again, refund, please. From Olivier, I had totally forgotten about this project. Never mind. But 10 years late is a good reason. A lot happens 10 years. Albin Bach. Can we please get at least brief updates on here? Every 6 months. You're lucky to get it every 3 years. From David. Refund, please. Almost 10 years is ridiculous. So what's happening now with this stupid thing, Jan says? Harold, when I either get the book or my money back, you ain't getting neither. You ain't get shit. You ain't getting shit, Harold. You're getting nothing. Absolutely, positively nothing. And then this goes on, folks. This goes on and on. This is 10 years, folks. 10 years of comments. And of course, you're not going to get this book. Now, I'm not a backer, thank God. He's lucky. He's lucky. He's lucky I didn't back this monkey crap. 808 comments. So that's 80 comments a year. And they don't care. And by the way, does this company still exist? I don't think this company exists. This company dissolved. So who the hell is reading this? So who's doing this book? If the company dissolved, who's in charge? That's not Lindybeige's company. This is this Chris Steninger's former dead company. Okay? That's his company. So he's the one in charge of the money. He's the one that pocketed the money. All right? So if you want to really, get mad at him. But he's hiding out in Germany, hiding behind all the... I don't want to say it. That doesn't sound good. I was going to caught myself from saying something really nasty. Really nasty. But anyway, this campaign's never getting out. I said that in 2020. This was never coming out. And there are people that actually believe that this is going to come out. The money's gone. This book is never coming out. And they can't really do anything about it. Do these guys even talk to each other? Do they even communicate? It doesn't seem like a lot of communication there between the two of them. Very rarely. I don't know how they met each other. How Steninger met Lindybeige. Boy. The fact that I still got to talk about this is interesting. And they took all the money from all these intellectuals that thought they were the smart ones. Like all these people that watch his videos, they all think they're like the smartest people in the room. They all act like they're the smart ones in the room. But meanwhile, they got grifted. But, it's funny. When you see some of these bigger YouTubers, like Lindybeige, you get to realize how some of them are really bad people. I mean, some people on the internet are really bad. Dishonest, will cross a line, get into all kinds of nefarious things, and this is just another example of it. Now, I hope you like this video. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference whether you get this book if you're a backer. It's fun to make fun of this guy and his partner, but this has been going on a long time. And the fact that this book is still sitting out there on Kickstarter, hasn't been sent out. I don't think they've done anything else on here. The one thing about Kickstarter is you can't have a campaign and have it sit there and not be able to deliver and do another campaign. It's not like the old Indiegogo days, Indiegogo didn't go. It's funny, they call it Indiegogo. I never came up with this joke. Indiegogo, with some creators, it doesn't go anywhere. Kickstarter, they call this account, this platform Kickstarter, nothing gets started. This thing never got started. And this artwork's not great. It's stiff. There's nothing really interesting about any of this artwork, by the way. Rather boring stuff. This is pretty boring. But then again, you're talking about an historical event that happened like 2,000 years ago. This isn't going to be... You're not talking about people that know how to create it. And here's the thing. How do you know that Lindybeige can write a comic book and write something dramatic and write something that has characterization of these characters? You don't know. None of these assholes knew that. Well, if you think about it, who knows? This is the only book that, as far as we know, Lloyd ever did. Nicholas Lloyd, it's the only book he's ever done. But he never finished it. So what the hell's going on here? I don't know. Well, you let me know what you think about this video. And of course, well, like I said, we'll see if I want to do something like this again. It's been a while since I've done a video. I haven't done a video all summer long. I think we'll be going to be doing a lot of videos here. What it's going to be about, the hell knows. Comics talking about on YouTube is kaput. There's only so many creators I can go after. I'm kind of limited. It's not like back in the day when I used to just go after everybody. That was fun. Those were the days, man. Me and Bubbly Edna, and by the way, me and Bubbly Edna had a falling out. She didn't come back on the channel anymore. She did some bad things to your host. Not good. By the way. Piece of shit. But anyway. You let me know what you think about this video. And that's for all you old subscribers that know the character. Hopefully you like this video. And of course, we'll be back in the near future. See ya.